Howdy legends, and welcome back to NFL21, week 8 in the franchise with the New York Jets. Just a quick recap on our league position. We are currently second in our group, tied first in a way with the Bills. So our next 3 games are going to be against Kansas City Chiefs, New England Patriots, and Miami Dolphins. Good evening, Ross. How are you? So we just need to do the training for this week and then straight on to the game. Oh, that's good. So look at this training. We got gold on the short plastic, so we're gonna simulate that. We only got a bronze on the cover 2 on defense, so we're gonna replay that one. Hope to get at least a silver. So I'm gonna sim that one and play the defense.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here.
Okay, here we go.
This play is all about timing. You guys mess up that timing, you'll never get home on the blitz.
So this is the tutorial part first. Oh, we failed that one. Couldn't get the player I wanted to select. So you denied the pass, so that's one. I mean, the tutorial part is easy, but actually doing the actual training part of this is not as easy. Imagine that in a real game, took him back nearly 20 yards. Though they just threw the ball away. Oh wow. Diving and missing. So we've done enough to finish the tutorial part of it. I thought you prefer the ball with that was terrible. So we did the tutorial nice and steady, so now we've got to do it for the actual drill. So we need to stop them from getting a touchdown. So that puts them back on the line. They gained a yard there, that's all. Well, they gained a few more that time. Oh wow, what a catch.
Let's go.
That made a first down. So all that hard work for nothing at the minute. And they made the touchdown, so we failed that one. So we've got to do this at least once for bronze, twice to get silver. just short of a first down. In fact, they made the first down according to that. I was hoping for him to get a stiff arm in there and block the pass, but it didn't work. Wow, terrible cover. So if we don't do this time, then I think we're gonna have to retry it. Get him down just short. Well, he jockeyed into a first down, so we'll replay the drive. The problem is everyone just stands so far off the receivers. They just make it so easy for it.
Hey, hold up. We need to talk about what
we're
you
gonna
just
have
put
to
on film,
retry
man.
that
You
until we get a run. So unless we can
Guy in
get
the
to
sky
that
don't lie.
quarterback,
No one is going to be inspired by today's film.
how
You
much
know
is
that.
helping
Pick
him
it up.
elsewhere? And I believe that might have made a first down. They did. That was out of bounds, so we got lucky with that one. So 2nd and goal. And we almost got round the back, but it wasn't to be. So failed the first one. We are not doing well with this drill. Not well at all. Well, it was a good block, but he almost blocked it into the receiver's hands. And that runs him into a first down. Oh my god, where's he even diving off to, man? Straight in front of him. Terrible. So we need to do it this time. So they made a first down there, which is not good. It looks like we might have to replay this drill again. That was a good tackle. Managed to get round the back and bring him down. So that puts him 3rd and goal. 8 yards, they need to. Oh, if we'd have caught that, that'd have been great. But we managed to bring him down, so 4th and goal. So we did manage to get a bronze, so we're just going to continue that. So it wasn't ideally what we wanted, but we'll take it. So maximum XP on the offense, minimum on the defense. So let's just hope we do better in the actual game itself. We can upgrade some players. Just the one, I think. So 4 players upgraded there. So here we go. So Jets at Kansas Chiefs. If I do remember, well, when we checked the tables, all the tables in the last video, Kansas City Chiefs have not lost a game. They won all their games so far, so I'm expecting a tough game, but if we can get an upset here, it'd be brilliant.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
I wanted to turn down the middle, but
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
So we take a knee, so that puts it on to
the number 3
25-yard
pick in
line.
2018, ready to go. Here's the Jets takeover on offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with a running game like we normally do. But inside zone.
Here's a man who's now 3rd all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Just a 2-yard gain there.
The numbers for Gore on the ground last week. 17 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
That was a better run. Doesn't quite make the first down though.
The 33-yard line.
With 2 yards
It's a
short.
gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Welcome, Buick.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's
So we
got the
managed to run
first
the 2
before he's
yards to
brought
get the
down
first
at
down.
the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Gore.
And that was a solid good run. Might make the first down there.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Just take the first down there, so that was a solid run.
Admired players in the NFL.
Stick with the running game here. It seems to be working.
Number 3 all-time on the rushing list. Less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's back up with him again with the New York Jets.
We're going to go with a
well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson.
That wasn't good. We got blocked off
maybe
there.
A full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
3rd and 4.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20.
Job well done.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
In the field goal range.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how
they that is a great run through the gap, just short of a TD. 1 yard line.
Good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Get in there. Get the job done. With a lovely spin move off the tackle.
His 6th
side
touchdown of the
steps into a
season.
touchdown.
And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
We managed to score on the first drive.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively.
Evening, Gavin.
They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So we're going to kick this down the middle. Give us an idea on
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24-yard
line.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Over the middle.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
I might bring down the quarterback.
Jets get in there for the sack.
That was a good sack as well. Take him back
to get him. It's a loss
of 23rd-yard line. Yeah, I'm good, bro. You've not missed much, you know. This is still the first quarter. You only missed the training session, basically.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs, nothing.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw.
And we stopped him from throwing the ball. But that was a lovely shot. That takes him down to the 14-yard line. 4th and 20. They've got a punt.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, let's just get rid of the football near the screen, guys, so that you don't take an interception. But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Crowder now to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Frank Gore and company trotting back out there as they get set to go again on offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And they get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Derek Nowdy makes the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Solid play. Well, nearly broke the tackle right
the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
So that puts it on the 14-yard line.
And a first down.
This is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
He brought that
and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Chris Jones on the stop.
1 yard, though.
That's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he's got his man
flag out.
Not
sure what a flag's for.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard.
Offense.
Let's listen in on the call.
Wow. So that's not good. That's going to pull what, 2nd and 19.
Right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually you'll pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan.
So that wasn't too bad. We did gain a few yards back.
Good for 7. It's 3rd down.
12. We might only get a field goal here looking at this, but we're going to go for it.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
Oh, he didn't catch it. That was unlucky.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the kick is good.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So
unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, 25-yard line. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive, and a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be
do you
settled
know
now.
what the situation is for this evening? Whether this squad's going to be on.
Get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play the best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he'll be 2-minute warning there.
Around the 37. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
They made the first down there, so...
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, man.
He'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First down. Mahomes firing complete.
And
past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Completes it to Hardman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, Bob, no problem. So on that note, then I'll probably stream an extra hour tonight.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
From getting a TD. That's the main goal here.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to move in the air. Okay, should have jumped in the air. Might got a block. So Kansas City get a TD right on the end of the first half.
The Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
So we try and get the ball on their half and go for another field goal.
New York gets set to take over. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
Out there.
Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On first and 10, Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And these guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
That's going to end the half, I think.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 of his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. When you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
But they're not going for the field goal. Quite surprising.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell.
So that is going
to catch
end the first half there.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating
these two.
So
halftime, just a field goal separating the two teams.
Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
I think we want to kick this to the right.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Taking about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25-yard line. No return there for Hardman.
So we need
here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they want to be positive.
They got the ball away just in time.
Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout.
Yeah, we're not playing too bad at the minute, Ross.
We'll step aside and get an update when we
slight
return
mistake
to
at the end of the second. We should have tried to get the ball a bit further and get the field goal, but
so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
So that may help.
The first running back drafted in April. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Down by Patrick on 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
That's a job well done.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
3rd and 8.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Many to sack him.
Too much as down he goes.
So that forces them to punt the ball. 4th and 17 to go on their own 30-yard line.
Set on defense. 6 defensive
I want
backs.
to return
None of
left.
them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
8
that
yards
wasn't a
on the
bad
return following a punt
my own
of 41.
34-yard line.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jets
back
now to
to winning
take
the
over.
ball.
They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with
Force our way through there.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield.
And that was a good run. A 1st down and some more.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
They could have a 2nd injured player. So back onto the running game.
On 1st down and score. And some room to maneuver.
Tried to spin, but it didn't spin.
Almost to the 25.
Maybe I should have jockeyed instead.
Another nice gain, 16 yards
there,
and a 1st down again.
1st down and some more.
I'm not sure how much more
And
evidence they
infield
need,
field
partner,
range.
than to
That is the main
understand
thing.
that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
16-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Just for another run
So the
here, then
ball
we'll
down to
think
the
about
16 here for 1st and 10. Now a draw play for goal.
Wow, he trapped me right around the wall.
Taken down at the line of scrimmage.
So that's quite a good plan. We're going to toss the ball here.
3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's going to find his man on the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. The Kansas City defense tough to throw.
That's unlucky.
Now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the field
And
goal
his
is
kick
good.
here is
So
good.
13 and 7.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's
Still only a
13-7.
1-point gain. So hopefully we
So
can
put together a good little drive
turn
there, but
over the
ultimately
ball
stalling
again.
out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Taken in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Brings up second and a yard at the 50-yard line.
Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
3rd and 1.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And this one's going to go the wrong way.
To bring him down there on the
back at the 42.
So they could go to the field goal here.
And it brings
they
up
are
4.
still in range.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this team was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh, they managed to get it on 4th down.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
More defending
stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll go back to the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
So if they get this touchdown, all we need to do is have enough time on the clock to get the ball in a field goal range.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught.
That's going to be a touchdown there.
Chiefs touchdown.
So that ties the score. They'll go 1 point up if they get the field goal.
And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. And now the kick is blocked.
The kick is blocked.
And the Jets have got it.
What a job, well done.
Look at him
we managed to block the field goal. And run the whole field. And there's a TD. What a play.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet
play that was.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
So we have an injured player here. I think that ball hit his arm pretty bad. So we're going to return. I'm not sure which side, so we're going to get left.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So
New York set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them need up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Again, they run. Again, it's goal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Almost on
that's
that
a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They look like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes left of the game, and we are leading.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Darnold. He finds his target. It's
job well done with the pass through the middle.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Call timeout again. First and 10.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And this carry number 20 for Frank Gore. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Get into a first down.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Gore. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense. Oh, dude, that's not good. That's going to drop his back.
Some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gore.
Yeah, that's going to
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
All we need to do is just get it close to end time and then just take the field goal at the last minute. And that should seal the deal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And that was a good
and he'll
run.
Be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Gore. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And the kick is good, right on time. With 0.01 seconds to go. Perfect timing on the kick.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now
so this
you know what his range is. As soon as your
well
offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And that calls it. Thank you. I mean, the running game is probably one of my favorite things that I like to do. And it really does work.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.
In the passing game,
you're wondering,
in previous videos I've done a lot of incomplete and interceptions.
So for the Jets,
but with
the
win
win means
game,
they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Well. Meanwhile, for Kansas.
So that was Kansas City's first loss of the season. So that is a massive help for us. So 2 player upgrades there. So we can advance the week. So the next game is going to be a hard one for me to play because I am a New England Patriots fan, so in a way I want to win this, but on the other side I want to lose this game. But you know, it's just one of them that has to be done, you know. So I got I have to negotiate. Sort out all these contracts and everything. Just 2 more to do. So that's all the contracts sorted out for now. So training this week. So we've not done the short pass levels before, so we're going to do that. Hopefully we can hit gold. The pass defense cover 6, we've got silver, which I'm happy with, so we're just going to sim that one. So we want to sim the defense, play the offense.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? You gotta get better today. What I want to know is, we're gonna start.
So this is the tutorial part.
Hey, son.
Wrong read. What's the deep? Wrong read. Thank you. So there's one more to do on the tutorial. Get that out of the way. So this is the serious part now. Oh, the pass was failed there. So gold is out the window. That one's better. so we can still get Silver. Oh, there, that's bad. Too much cover there. And I have to play it to that person. It's not going as planned here. We may have to do this again.
Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations
So
as
we
a
got
team.
a bronze there.
If we want to get there, we got to raise our game.
We're going to retry it
If
and
we
go for
repeat
a
what I saw
silver.
out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better.
We just waited a bit longer before we threw it off, and that seemed to have worked. So far, so good. Oh, he didn't come across again quick enough. I threw it a little bit too early. Oh, there. Couldn't get it. So we need this for Silver, I think. So Silver's good.
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited?
So
You haven't even
we'll
reached the top of your
continue
potential
from
yet.
there. I don't
Not
mind
even
Silver.
close. Each and every one.
So Silver for both offense and defense. So that's not too bad. Okay, so we've got superstar development there. So the other two still, one's hidden, one's normal. So that's all good. So training complete. So upgrade players. Get that sorted. So here we go, week 9. New England Patriots at Jets. Patriots 1-2, lost 5. So hopefully we can. I mean, if it was a way of drawing, that wouldn't be too bad. But it's so hard to play this one. So being a Patriots fan, you know, it's hard playing against them because you're so used to playing with them. So let's just hope we don't annihilate them. That would be embarrassing. But, you know, I will have the advantage going into this game, with me knowing the Patriots play cards pretty well.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
So kickoff to the middle, forgetting about the wind. Barely any wind, so that's all good.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9?
Like the wind is
that'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback Cam Newton.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly, but behind closed doors, he probably told him.
He'll be taken down.
That's a job well done with a sack straight off the first play.
Bad start there, a big loss on the first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is
amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time,
knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end.
Caught me off guard there. I was expecting to run the ball, gain a couple of yards before making
the
a
extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Smart play there.
On first down, it's Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here.
Stop that quarterback run.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's fourth.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs.
Forcing a turnover.
Coverage responsibility.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his third year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore.
And that was a great carry there.
Pickup of 8, second and 2.
Seeing the player run on the left.
The numbers for Gore on the ground last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now a delayed give to Gore. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not good. So we're forced to turn over the ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And they are going for it. Darnold. He's got
to jump well done. What a play on fourth down.
Beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That is a wonderful play on fourth down.
Conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. We know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but
you
what a
got
start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. Fourth down here early in the game.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon.
Oh, he didn't touch it. He just hit the ball. He didn't touch the ball.
It's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go
so this
for
worked
it on
last
their own
time.
side
We're
of the
hoping to
field.
get it again here.
They're going to go. It's Darnold.
And there's a yellow flag out. I'm not sure why.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
And the flag is against the defense. So we're going to take the first and 10.
Early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer.
End of the first.
Following the penalty, it's goal. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So is he going to run the clock to the end of the quarter?
We're scoreless.
So at the end of the first quarter, it's 0-0.
With no score.
He managed to force a turnover.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
They almost forced a turnover.
Second down and 3. They run. It's Gore.
Tried to jump over him. Didn't quite work.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Good push
So
up front and that run between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Early in the second half, in the second quarter to the bed.
As his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Sitting down to kick this
what
one
would be
away,
good now is if we
goes.
can force them to turn over again. Well, that's our bounds at the back, like a touchback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a
25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
My 39-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The first carry down for Rex Burkhead.
Very good D.
Similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He pulled him over the line.
Pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. There's just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward and pick up that first. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
A gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
The clock for the 2-minute warning.
Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourself.
First and 10.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Newton able to get this to his running back right, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left.
Change the player.
Now he's going to
he wouldn't change player.
Touchdown.
I wanted
Patriots. Cam Newton.
That didn't help.
His
not being able to change the player.
Now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Good, so
it's
7
and
and
7.
7.
And we're tied at 7 here in
so
quarter
we have
number
the
2.
ball.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Before the end of the half.
The return man, Ty Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
That's not too bad for a return.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Look, Darnold, he lost the football.
I threw the ball away. How's that fumble?
And he's into
the end zone. I don't know how that is a fumble.
And a Patriot touchdown.
He threw it.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Johnson now returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they fall
behind. That's a good play with a full timeout.
Go down and score. So what was the formula that got them down there the first time?
You want to get
back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A first down throw, Darnold. Got him in. It's Rashawn Perriman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Not what I want. Not when I do it.
On first down, Darnold. Gonna throw right side
here. That's another first down. We're going to use the last of our timeouts here.
About the 6-yard line.
And go for a
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing again is Darnold.
And that's in. What a way to play. Using all our timeouts to get the job done, to take the lead back.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I think they need to tie the game.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless
and the kick is good to tie the game at half time. 14-14.
Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment.
Turning out to be
sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now, I think the good thing about this is we start off with the ball in the second period.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
44 seconds, so it's possible.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And
they're
we're
going
a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up?
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And that's a good job,
that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Newton on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the left side,
flag out.
Catch by White.
Not sure.
And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold?
Offense holding. That is brilliant. So we're going to take them back.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it?
So
they were feeling pretty good about it.
Outside of the field
people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To the air again, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jets
too bad we don't have a timeout. But the clock stopped. That's the main thing. We're going to go for the field goal.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
And the kick is good.
Absolutely perfect.
What a play.
The Jets hit the board first.
53-yard, 48-yard field goal, I think that was.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end.
The wind really helped us.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
They've only got one play to make something happen. So
no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
They've highlighted the game between Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. Seahawks
From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. 34-17, the final
Seahawks
as they double them up.
Because that game's finished. So
finally, let's get to Silicon Valley.
The good thing about
check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. 31-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense.
That is some good news for us, knowing that Bills lost.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The offense trots back onto the field, and we shine our bad spotlight on Sam Darnold. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, the New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt, show them one thing, hit them with something else. And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Oh, come on.
How did he get in front of him? Intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore.
Might get a tackle, but it's over the line for a touchdown.
Patriots.
Wow. I don't know how he managed to get in front and read that play, but that's not good.
Player of the Year in 2019, had his first career pick 6 a season ago, and he delivers another one here. Gay is on for the point after.
So not the start we wanted in the second half, or the third quarter.
Creating some points, not only getting the interception,
Patriots 21, Jets 17.
For the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We're going to take a knee here.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
We need to
back
do something a lot better this time around than we just did in the last
going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gore. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It is 3rd and inches.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was, and making sure they didn't get there.
Move the chains.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them
that
together.
Was a solid good run there.
Taken down, but not before he works it past the
first
50.
Down.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
So let's keep it
Nothing
going.
too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
We're going to change it up with a pass here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And his throw
Catch the
is
ball,
incomplete.
man.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball.
Thank you. Recorded that time.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Still need to get a TD here.
Back to the ground game here.
Not really going to do it.
He
blocked
is
off.
at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Definitely couldn't go through the middle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to them and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one.
Keep holding the ball this time.
Another carry.
That's a lovely first down.
Pick up at 16 and a Jet first down.
Good yard gain as well.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
The good thing here is we're back with Casey and the TD, and it's almost the end of the third quarter.
It'll be 2nd and 8.
So we could have, still have the ball going into the fourth quarter.
His so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson.
To get outside
and he'll be brought
down.
down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that unders looks good.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Darnold from the gun.
Oh, there he blocked
the end zone, but that's
right there as well. Incomplete.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And it's the job well done. Got the first down. It's a yard short of the TD.
First down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up first and goal.
His hand went down just short of the TD mark. So we're going to go for the run here.
The only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in. With
there it is. The touchdown. Just what we needed.
New York.
So that puts us back in the lead.
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
We're going to take the field goal.
He's giving him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him.
So
he is carrying the ball.
3-point game here. New England Patriots need a field goal to tie.
He's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
We can recover the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Looks like they're going to take a knee.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
25-yard line.
This will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And now,
can't find anywhere to go with it.
That's okay.
And he goes down.
That took him back 2 yards.
Henry Anderson.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
I think he might have been offside. He is. Wow, his foot was just offside.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
It was a Patriots foul. Shocking. 2nd and 17. I thought he was offside. That's a false
Second
start.
down and long. From the gun, here's Newton. Out to his left.
I thought the job done. I thought he could have played free then
on the play.
won the ball.
Bring up 3rd.
He did a good job of sliding around in the pocket. There was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that is
so there it is. They're going to punt this.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship.
And that is a wonderful
just like
return off the punt.
Pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next
Spin the
play.
player off,
This
give him
Jets
a lot of room
offense
to
heading
run
back
into.
out there now, led by Sam
What
Darnold.
a game.
So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
So
I think so. That has to happen. You got to make some changes because in the first half they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 2. We'll try and run this.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now another carry here tonight for Gore.
And
he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Position here.
Keep running the ball, run the clock because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Gore again here on first down.
And that's
stopped
a good
at the
run.
24-yard line after a gain of 5.
So I'm going to run the clock down here. Basically to the 2-minute warning.
Isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that.
So
right
there's
the
the 2-minute warning.
Through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
We're going to go with
So
the
it's
run.
Jets football as
clock.
we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break,
inches here.
we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore.
And that's a good run.
And he will
Gets the
have
first
down before he's
New
tackled
England
at
call
the 12.
timeout again.
And now with 1:52
So
to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get them inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
New England, so now Patriots have used all their timeouts. They have no timeouts left. So
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
1st down, just short of a touchdown
right
on
on
the
the edge of
1-yard
the goal
line.
line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets
So
up
we're going to
1st
go for
and
the
goal.
touchdown, but we're going
It's
to run the
1st
clock
and goal
down
and a
as
late
much as
touchdown at
possible
this
as
stage.
well.
Could officially
Just
salt
thinking.
this one away. They'll try to run this one in.
So there's the TD that we wanted.
Jets touchdown.
And there's only just over a minute left on the clock.
And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
So
Well, it'd be real easy to say that
So
they
we
are
take
firmly
this
in
field
control
goal,
right
gives you a
now.
10-point
but I'm
lead,
looking at your face and I'm
which
thinking I've
is
got to be careful with
basically
that.
New England
Well, it's a
needs a
2-score game. You're
2-point
inside
lead.
of 2 minutes. I think you can
Well,
breathe
that's a line.
relatively
That
easily
was a
now.
bad kick.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant.
But that's
Can't
okay
give up
because
anything cheap and
they
easy.
still need to
That
get
could
a
put you in some
touchdown
jeopardy.
and a field goal just to tie this up.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking about 7 yards deep.
So back on the 25-yard line.
It'll come out to the 25.
There's a 9-point game
Newton
here.
and the Patriots down by 9. 1:07 remaining. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Now Newton. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
The quarterback makes the run
Clock
for
now
first
under
down.
30 ticks and running.
They're not huddling because they know the time is against them.
He'll drop it underneath to White.
That's a good tackle. Stops him from getting the first down. Well, that's not good. That's not good.
When you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Clock,
not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Newton to throw.
And that
is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted. I didn't see him there. There's a flag in the air. Not sure what the flag's for.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
One last throw here for Newton.
That's the end of the game there.
Charles, we saw a lot
so we managed to beat the New England Patriots by 9 points.
Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
Patriots 21, Jets 30, in what was a pretty intense game.
And continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. They will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year.
I guess I'll probably say Wednesday, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It all depends on what happens throughout the week. So we can now advance the week. So our next game is in against the Miami Dolphins. So we've got 3 players to negotiate contracts with. Looking at that, we've actually got back-to-back games against the Dolphins. Cause we got the game coming up, then we have a bye, and then we got the Dolphins straight after that. So I think that covers all of the contracts and transfers. So yeah, week 10 we have the Dolphins, and week 11 we have a bye, and then week 12 we have the Dolphins again. So that could be interesting. if I just have a look at the league here. So we are top of our group in the AFC East. 6 wins and 3 losses. Looking at that, in the NFL tables, we are actually 6. 6 wins and 3 losses, while the Chiefs are leading with 8 wins and 1 loss, and their loss was against us, so we're the only team to actually beat the Chiefs this season so far. I'm not sure who beat the Seahawks or the Ravens. It wasn't us because we've not played them. So if we win our next game, that'll put us 7-3. Looking at Ravens, here, still got a game to play. So they got a game in advance as well. The same for the Seahawks. 9 games. So yeah, the Seahawks and the Ravens have still got a game in hand. So at the minute, the best we can do is 4th. So that wouldn't be too bad. If we can beat the Dolphins, you know, we should go 4th. Dolphins are a long way down the board at 26. So with 3 wins and 6 losses. Patriots there even further down after losing to us, 2-6. So we are in a good position at the minute. I'm not sure how many games we have left to play. Don't know if there's a way of finding out where the calendar is. Schedule. So let's have a look at the league schedule. The team schedule. So we're on week 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 7 games left to play. So hopefully that should put us in the playoffs picture, and hopefully a chance for the Super Bowl, possibly even participate in the Pro Bowl. We'll see how things develop over the next few games. So let's have a look at the weekly training. So silver on the medium pass, we're going to leave that as it is. We've not done this defense, so we're going to play that. So I'm going to sim that one and play the defense. Hopefully we can get silver on that. Yeah, we'll take bronze if we get it, but preferably we want gold. But I don't mind silvers, especially on the defense, because the defense is the most difficult. Offense is fairly easy.
Alright fellas, listen up. We've talked about this all week. Let's take it into the film room. Let's put it out here on the field.
Let's do this. So didn't go through the B gap. Okay, but he was not supposed to. Okay, so that worked. So I denied the runner from making a hot spot. And we did just that. wasn't able to get round there. But, you know, that we did enough to progress through the tutorial, so this is where it matters. Defend the gap, prevent a touchdown. So that's a good start. I'm pushing down to the line. So far, so good. We're doing very well on this D. Getting down before that first down mark. So that is 1 of 3 achieved. And that's a good bring down. Oh, we did well there. That was more like it. Oh, this is some good D. Really good D. Stopping these runners. And that is just short. So, if we can do this one more time, this is gold. And that's a good start. We're doing really well here. Probably one of the best defensive training sessions we've actually done. One more time, prevent a first down, and we got this goal. And that is a job well done. What a solid result. So that's going to really give our defense some XP booster. And we don't normally maximize the XP boost on defense. So with the training complete, we can upgrade players. So that's time 3 players upgraded. And off we go. Week 10. Jets at Dolphins. What's surprising there is the Dolphins' overall rating is only 77. So this should be an easy victory, but they could also do what we did with the Chiefs and cause an upset. Hopefully that's not the case.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida.
There we go.
It's week 10
I don't know which way the wind's going, so we're going to return down the middle.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Ooh,
he takes this for 3 to the 29.
He didn't hold him off.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later.
That's not bad. That's just short of a first down.
Frank Gore, of course, with ties to the city of Miami, born in Coral Gables. He played for these Dolphins for one season, 2018, and, of course, was a collegiate star at the University of Miami from 2001 to 04.
And that is a job well done.
The first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
We have an injury.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play.
So we're going to go with
get an
a pass
update
here
when we come back to Miami. Darnold on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now it's Gore.
Everything was on that left side. And
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
We got a small gain of
certainly
2
a nice
yards
job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Darnold completes it, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Getting the runner in again.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. A little 360.
Well, that's a good job.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
For a 5-yard gain.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From Miami. So both teams have got an injury so far. So we're going to pin the runner out.
On first down, it's Gore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore.
Nice to break the tackle for a small gain.
Just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
3rd and 1.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
Oh, 4th and 1. Didn't quite make
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Needs to work.
On 4th down, Darnold.
And that's a TD.
Touchdown,
a job well done on the first drive. Getting the TD.
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there.
On the
nice
first
opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
So we're going to kick this to the left.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that goes out for a touchback, so that's going to put it on a 25-yard line.
So we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's brought down,
getting
this one up to about the 35.
No, we didn't. He got over the line.
And it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
And they just throw it away to 3rd and 10.
Des Bryant, the intended receiver. Third down here.
3rd and 10.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
And he threw it away again.
Throw incomplete as well. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now it's Crowder.
Tried to spin it.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to, just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you know, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there.
And at the end of the first quarter,
anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrating in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Not giving me the run I want. Oh, that's a little hasty driving.
2nd and 2. And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Gore. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I didn't want that. I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
At the 45-yard line.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down they go.
And
their inaugural sack in the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Long run.
And the throw is going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's
and it's the first down, which is exactly what we needed.
Get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Good tackle for loss there by Kyle Van Noy, and he had his best years in New England. Led them in combined tackles in 2018, and they won the Super Bowl at the conclusion of that season. Miami certainly hopes he can help. A defense that ranked 30th in yards allowed per game last year. They certainly hope he can lead and continue to show plays like that. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
What we needed.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, that's a great one for first down.
The 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2-minute and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yeah, we'll go with that corner.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And it's caught.
And it goes in for a touchdown.
Take it in for a Jets touchdown.
So this will make it 14-0.
Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Point after, right down the middle. And
that'll
make the score 14-0.
We're going to kick this right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, that might go for a touchback. Yeah, he's going for a touchback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive, and they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. You're feeling okay. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. It's complete to Parker left side.
Blocking there.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
It might give you the chance
will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Get on the scoreboard again as well.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
We need to stop him from getting a TD though.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
We need to stop him from winning this ball.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
Failed to stop him from winning to get the touchdown.
Miami. Matt Breida His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
I can hear their sigh of relief all the way up here, partner. Now, they absolutely had to have that one, and they got it. Maybe it'll provide a little bit of spark heading into that.
We got 3 timeouts
because they've really held serve, so now we got a ball game.
No doubt about it. They are right back in it and have to feel a whole lot better about themselves.
28 seconds.
Now here's Johnson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying. I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
So we're just going to punt the ball here.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Musling free near the 40. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
So there'll be
time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers.
And that's caught inside the 35.
It doesn't matter.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That is half time.
So we have reached halftime
we have
with a
7-point lead.
Okay. Well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers.
We're going
to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out.
Hit to the left, I think. Right would have been better, but we're going left anyway.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts now to return it. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete, almost intercepted.
A really good block.
They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He completes it to Bryant.
That looked like he hit the floor.
Well upfield across the 45.
But apparently not.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
That's a great start.
And Tua is going to be
that
taken down.
Back some yards.
It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
What a stat that
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that'll make it 3rd down.
22.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll go underneath here to Breida, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
4th and 20.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So, 1st and 10 on my own 40. Yep.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. Goal. And we'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
It's a 2-yard gain.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it's caught by Herndon.
That's a job well done.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Miami set to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes, but he takes it out to the
1st down on the first
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant.
He just goes through him. He's like, what a glitch that was. He just ran through the player.
Devontae Parker
without no
6th touchdown of the season.
I don't even know
the
how
Dolphins
to
have got it
explain
back to a 1-score game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
And the kick is
and
good.
This is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Johnson on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Frank Gore and company trotting back out there as they get set to go again on offense. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
And hopefully we can get something on this drive.
And that is going to do it
for
this third quarter of action.
You're
watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One's not there. Okay, so we're going to have to try the corner.
The Jets on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Back on the first down.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Right side.
Not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over
that's a better run.
Like this,
Just about a couple yards short.
Tell you what they're looking for,
1 yard
and make sure that they're still attacking,
and
at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On third down, they'll run with Gore.
Managed to get the
yard. The first down before being taken down at the 46. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So we're going to keep the running.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They got 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed.
I didn't see that pass until it was too late.
There, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
We want I believe it's in here, the 101. I don't see it. So look in here. Nope. Give me anything right now.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I couldn't find the pass I wanted.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
I've done the move so many times, but it's just not in the list.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
2-minute warning.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
We need to turn this over.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
They
come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their
final drive.
That'll be complete to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stop that tackle. Miami's got an injury.
To throw is Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And he can't
with the no huddle, we get the
He's
sack, which
taken
is
down.
good. So that forces him to use the
now after the
second
sack,
timeout.
Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Brought in over the middle by Graham.
So that's 4
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A 50-yard attempt.
Sanders'
kick is
kick
good.
is good.
So that ties the game, 17-17. We have the ball.
So a big kick to get this back to even.
We want to get
the
this
worry
into
is,
a
did you
field
leave too
goal
much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two. Play the best defense you can and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
That don't look too bad with a start up.
Now Darnold fighting to stay upright. Got a man. It's Rashawn Perriman.
First down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
We just want to run this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get over that red line so we can take a field goal.
Here's Gore.
Just short of it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
7 at the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
Really? What's the special teams? Oh, well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
We have no time
out left to take on a gain of 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense. Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. The Bills have taken the lead in the final stages. John Brown having a big game. He's at 150 receiving yards on the nose.
This is the first OT I've
actually
had.
And bring this one out to the 25.
We need to force a turnover.
The Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Not good at all.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust, and you know you're going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
I would have preferred the shot there.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2 and a throw again.
And that'll be blocked. That's good. That's 3rd and 10.
Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Got an open man. It's Washington.
The first down,
and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Turning the ball.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I actually love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
That's how they're expecting the run.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
There's a 2-minute warning.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. It's Gore. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 3-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Oh, yeah. That might be a loss here.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 12 yards there on a first down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Herndon.
He's got a first down.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session.
So we need to get
we'll
it
be
close
back
and
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Get the job done.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Should have went for the field goal, but...
To throw is Darnold. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Of course,
going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to
time
that one.
out.
It's 2nd down. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So a tie game,
ladies and until the playoffs rolled around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying.
We couldn't get the overtime win. We tried.
The fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away.
And that should have been an easy game on paper, but you know, we started off well. They come back really well.
For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Garden. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So first time, 17-17
from Miami.
So you can upgrade 2 players there. Training complete. So you can advance the week. So we have a bye this week. So now we come to the second half of the season. 3 players negotiating again. Sure, it says 3. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. So weekly training. So we have a gold for the medium pass and a pass defense cover 2. We don't do well with that, so we're just going to simulate both of them. So we've got to upgrade players for this week, and that concludes the bye week. So that concludes the end of the first half of the season. If we just have a look at the league standings, so 6-3-1 with that draw, disappointing draw. We're top of our group, but we've gone down to 7th in the league tables with that draw. Could have done with the win. If we win our next game though, it is possible. I think we can still go into the top 3, depending on the rest of the league. So it is possible to get in there, and I'm not sure how many make the playoffs. I can't remember. I'm not sure if it's a top 4. It could be it might be the top 7, and you have the wild card that goes through. I can't remember how it was done. But so in the AFC we are 7th in that. So yeah, we definitely could do a win in the next game. I think we're AFC East. Yeah, so you can see we are top of our group, so that is a good thing. That is the only thing that's good about us so far. So hopefully we can finish off the season with some good results, some solid wins. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end this video here. So when we come back next Saturday, 6 PM British summertime, we will get another 3 games done. So we'll be playing against the Dolphins, Raiders, and the Seahawks. The Seahawks game is going to be the big one for us. That's because the Seahawks are above us in the league table, so that's going to be a big one for us. Dolphins, we just played them and drew. I'll announce that again in the next video and go from there. So in the meantime, ladies and gents, I hope you've enjoyed this game, this gameplay even. If you are new to this channel, you've enjoyed this content, hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and then you'll be notified when I am live again. So we are live probably around about 5 days out of 7 playing different games. So I look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, have a good weekend and happy gaming.